Hello everyone, my name is LW and I am about to conduct a latch bar workout using resistance bands and straps. So, sit back, relax, and observe, or join me. I'd rather you join me so that you would be exercising the same. We're going to start off today with latch bar method sit-ups. Let me set my timer over here so I know exactly where I'm at. And let's get started. Okay, how you like that? Nice and easy. 25 sit-ups. 25 aggressive sit-ups. If you want to get something out of your sit-ups, make sure you do them aggressively. Thought my air conditioner shut off, but it didn't. Time saving. There we are. We have 25 sit-ups and 25 crunches. Okay, let's move on. I don't want to bore you, but I want you to be able to see the opportunities that you have using the latch bar attachment system. The latch bar attachment system can be seen on many different platforms like YouTube, like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Google, Yelp, all those different platforms. Of course, my website, www.LW500products.net. And you can go from there. We have more than 300 videos circulating on YouTube and also on Instagram. On YouTube, you can watch them yourself. All you have to do is just subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. And you can join me for free. Like I said, it doesn't cost anything. So, some of my videos are titled Light Resistance Band Workout. No such thing as light resistance bands. Actually, comparatively, there are. Because this is a heavy resistance band, a heavy duty. And for the most part, there's very little that you could do with your workout unless you're a pretty strong dude or lady. Then you could use a resistance band like this, but your reps would be very, very few. So I'm not going to bore you in using this resistance band with only the few reps that you would be able to do. Whether I could do them or not, that's irrelevant. We're talking about you. So most of the resistance bands, whether they are tubular or flat, they are small in comparison or light in comparison to the one I just showed you. Now there are medium flat resistance bands that you can also work out with. These type resistance bands are normally used for chin-ups. They can be used for workouts, but most of the time you see, when you work out with these, you see people wrapping their hand around the resistance band, and you actually can do a workout. So don't think that you can't. I'm not trying to discredit anything, because if you work hard with what you have, you will get results. So there are a number of different ways that you could use these to your advantage, but you more or less need to know how to use them. There are enough videos on YouTube to show you how to use almost anything. So what we're doing here is we're wrapping ourselves up, and we're actually able to do some type of exercise, because anytime you apply tension on a resistance band, you are going to get some type of results. So whether it's a flat resistance band or a tubular type resistance band, you will get some type of results. Now you can stand on it and pull it, and trust me, after a while, that arm there will start to feel it. Or you can attach it to the Latchbar system, which provides you with more leverage and comfort at the same time while you are conducting your exercise. So, if you want to attach a set of flat resistance bands to the deluxe Latchbar Exercise System, you have a flat yellow and a flat red. This is equivalent to 50 pounds on one side and 50 on the other side. Now, we could do a number of different exercises using this setup. Number one setup, we can do a military press. How about that? You can do it a number of times. While you have it in this position, making sure you are able to squat, I would have to move my feet a little bit wider, and then I could squat. Maintaining my arms in the extended position. How about that? That's a portable arrangement here, pre-set up to do a demonstration and also a workout so that you can see exactly what you would be able to do at home. Getting back to light resistance bands, they are all light in nature. If you pick this resistance band up, you will find that it weighs nothing. However, that same resistance band, this one in particular, has a 15-pound pull on it. So if you stretch this it would be equivalent to lifting 15 pounds at its maximum tension. So you could take it and you could do a number of different things with it because it is low tension until you expand it to maximum, then the tension will change. Gives you an opportunity to do movement exercise that we all need, which you will not be able to do with a dumbbell which is way too heavy for you, or a barbell which is way too heavy. So we use resistance bands, and they are very light, user-friendly, so to speak. Gives us an opportunity to exercise our muscles and maintain the strength that we have. So you don't have to do them at the same time. You can do them simultaneously, or you can do them at the same time, whichever you like to do. Okay, so those are just some basic exercise that you can do with the attachment system. There's attachments all over the place that have pre-set up for exercise. And they have multiple types of resistance bands attached. So you see here is a resistance band attached, a tubular type attached to the floor. Let me make a slight camera adjustment so that you can see just a little bit better. See what I'm doing. Bring myself back into the picture. And here we go. You actually see a blue tubular resistance band matching my pants attached to the floor mount system. And you can do pulls with either arm. Turn yourself around and use your other arm. So we have multiple setups in order to demonstrate what you're able to do using the Latchbar attachment system, as opposed to using other resistance band setups. No door wedges or anything like that. These are all mounted or portable type systems. Where you can use it indoors or outdoors, take it with you on vacation, wherever you like to go. Take it over to your friend's house, take it over to your girlfriend's house. The wall mount system, invite people over, make it your own gym, your own private gym, and work out with your friends. People that you know, people that you're familiar with, keep from catching any germs. It's much more private to work out in your own home where it's much more safe. Now, I've done several sets in the same direction using the yellow set resistance band, but I was doing both arms at the same time. Of course, you don't have to do both arms at the same time. You can do one arm, or you can do them simultaneously, whichever you prefer. You go down low, or up high. Squeeze it all the way out if you want to make sure that you are impacting all of your chest muscles and your back muscles at the same time. You have 3 setups, 1 lower, 1 high, 1 low, 1 medium. How about that? So we have attachments on every different tier so that we can conduct a different exercise to a different portion of muscles on our body. I mean, it's the same looking exercise, but it's always part of your arm, no matter what. Your arm will always be there because you have to hold on to something. Now, of course, you can turn yourself around and you can do pull type exercise instead of push type exercise. And we need to do both. Make sure you do enough set so you can feel it in your arms, feel it in your chest. And when the abs come, when you're doing your abs, you should be able to feel it in your abs also. How else would you know that you're getting any benefits at all? You need to be aggressive. You need to be able to feel your exercise so that you know that you're impacting the muscles. Now, we're going to reach down to the lower section. And we're going to grab the lowest ones. Very first, we're going to do some curls. Now we can do some pulls. Pull it out there and hold it there. You should start to feel some sweat rolling down your back by this point. Turn yourself around. Do some pulls from the lower angle, pulling up. Like I say, you're always going to try and be aggressive. unless you're doing time holding or maximum pull, you may not want to be so aggressive. Always remember, you're working with resistance band and they're pulling on you at all times. So make sure you have a good stance to support you, to keep you from falling. Make sure your base is firmly set. Now, once you've tired yourself out with the belt bands, now you can go and start using the red bands. The red bands, as you know, have a bit more resistance, tension. Therefore, you're going to have to put more effort into what you're doing. And as you go higher, you can feel the impact of your abs and also your chest, especially when you squeeze it all the way out. Very good. That's what you want to do. You want to feel your exercise. Once you feel your exercise, you know you're getting some benefits. Push that thing out there and hold it. If it's challenging, you know that you're getting somewhere. It's effective. Now, I'm going to bring a bench over. And we are going to have the feet on the bench. I'm going to step over and I got a couple items here I want to share with you. Sort of just like all the rest. Take these leg straps and put them on my little legs here. You have to make sure you put these on correctly because otherwise they will come popping off. So we don't want that to happen. So let me put both of them on first. And then I'm going to attach it to the floor mount. We got one done. Now we're going to do the other one the same. And now we can work on our handles. And this is how you do it. And you can go to the other leg and do the same thing. As you do that exercise, you will feel your handles right here tighten right up. These are different ways of burning fat in areas that you didn't think you could get to, but you can. How about that? Now, there are many other ways of attachments. We have ankle attachments also, so that we can attach to the wall system or to the floor mount system. And you can do all types of exercise like that too. We're not going to get into that one today, because I have to hold a special one for you every now and then, something that you're not used to seeing. And I think this is one of those that you're not used to seeing. Very, very effective exercise here, using the Latchbar attachment system. So how do you like me now? And of course, let me see what we got. We like the system so much, we have to do our other setup. Give me a moment, and I'll see what I can change over to. Always remember, never count yourself out. The Latchbar attachment system will amaze you. All you have to do is try it out. For any of you, those that work out all the time, those of you that never work out, try the Latchbar attachment system. You think you like your resistance band workout now? You'll love it even more once you try this attachment system. This system will convert your standard resistance band workout into an extreme resistance band workout. No need to rush out and buy an extreme resistance band setup when your resistance bands are already extreme. Most of you use your resistance band, like I said before, with a strand, and you're only doing a single strand type exercise, which can be very, very effective. Don't get me wrong. However, once you take that resistance band and now you make it and you use it in this fashion, that makes your resistance band double the resistance and makes your job more challenging. And if it's more challenging, that might be what you're looking for. Not all of you want your job to be very challenging, but some of you do. So, this will make your job more challenging. It all depends on what you're looking for. Now, we can do a curl while we're sitting, if we want. Going through some therapy here. As you can see though, using the right arm, absolutely no issue at all. So we just got to bring this one back to life. And we're working on it. So also with the floor-mount system, if you wanted, you would be able to do dual curls. I can't do them as effective because of the condition of my arm. But I can do this a little better. How about that? And you could lighten the resistance or make it less challenging by changing the resistance to the yellow ones. Because, like I said, there's no such thing as a light resistance band workout, even though you're using resistance that is relatively light in weight, not necessarily light in workout. So because we have a setup already on the latch, we'll just move it to the side and add another one. We do not have to disconnect. Now, as you can see with the yellow, it is a lot easier. It's a lot less tension. Let me set this one up on the other side the same way. And there we are. How about that? So you don't have to disconnect it if you don't want to. And then you have one on both sides. You have one a little bit easier and one that is a little more difficult. In my case, I need therapy in my left. I don't need any therapy in my right. That certainly wouldn't work. Oh, holy smokes. That turned into extreme. The more you stretch the resistance band, the more difficult it will be. Now you can also stand and pulls like this. It's never ending. There's just so many opportunities you have. Once you have a Latchbar attachment system, you will just expand and more expand your workout. So while we still have this here, I'm going to reach down and grab this other bar if I can. Going to step in between. And now I can conduct a sitting press. How about that? Not bad, huh? You could be doing the same thing. Exactly, the same thing. But you got to put an effort into it. You have to want to do it. You have to want to do this. It will improve your health. Would you like to improve your health? We all want to improve our health. And I know you're no different. So let's stop procrastinating and let's get busy. Reps, quantity. That's what you need to do when you work out with resistance bands. They're not the same as weights. You probably get more tired because you're doing more reps. You're putting more of an effort into it. But it's much more effective. It's much more better for your health. Much more better. How about that? Anyway, the Latchbar system, like I said, is on my website, www.LW500products.net. It is on so many different platforms. You will see it everywhere. You'll see it if you Google it. You'll see it if you go on Yelp. You'll see it if you go on YouTube. By the way, my YouTube handle, I have my own personal channel. It's called The Latchbar. Subscribe so that you can see all the videos exclusively. You can go on to Instagram. My Instagram name is Latchbar Workout. There's more than 300 videos on both of those channels. On both of those platforms, I'm sorry. You can see it on Facebook. You can see it on LinkedIn. You can see it on Twitter. The Latchbar attachment system is out there for you to see. I want you to get it in your hands because you don't need all of what you see here in order to get started. Log on to my website. You can buy individual components. They're very, very affordable. Thank you all very much for putting your time in to see what the Latchbar product is all about. You'll enjoy it. Thank you very much. Have a great day.